Weakness times action equals change. This is the basic character arc formula as described by John Truby in this book that I've been rereading over and over and over. It's called The Anatomy of Story, and I've been trying to learn how to write, so I've been reviewing a lot of these structural elements. If I wanted to write a story about a bank robbery gone wrong, I would need to talk about how the event affected the characters in that event. That's what the story is, and that's what people connect to emotionally. So let's say that I'm writing this bank robbery story. I would have to start by introducing a character with a weakness. So he starts out one way, has an adventure, and then he learns from it and he changes. Okay, so this is the story. This guy gets into an argument with his significant other. They're arguing about something frivolous, like maybe they were out drinking the night before and he thought he spent too much money on cocktails. It introduces this character who's hung up on money, not really because of the money itself, but because he's at this point in his relationship where he's thinking he might get married soon and then he'll have to share everything with this person. Okay, I'm getting into a lot of details here because you gotta set this up before you get to the bank robbery, okay? So, we got this character. Now, after he has this argument with his girlfriend, he's still kind of upset. Then he goes to the bank. Just being there, he's thinking about money again, and he's just in a shitty mood because of the argument, and he doesn't want to have to share his life with this person. He just doesn't know. He doesn't know if he wants to commit to her. So, a lot of stuff is going through his head while he's standing in line at the bank. Just then, he sees a man walk in. Oh no, it's a bank robber. Excitement. This guy just starts shooting people. Whoa. So our protagonist gets on the ground and he doesn't know what to do. He's scrambling around like a rat. You know, he's just trying to get to safety. And in between gunshots, he sees a couple clutching each other. He sees a man protecting his wife or girlfriend or something, and he thinks, that's the sort of man I should be. I'm completely selfish. I'm not protecting or saving anyone. And you know, a lot of guys have this fantasy where they, might be in one of these situations and be a hero. And he's not that. Just as soon as the event started, it was over. And he's left feeling like he's not even a real man. He hates who he is, this pitiful, non-committal, selfish asshole. So, as he sits there, feeling depressed, he gives his statement to the cops when they come, and eventually his girlfriend meets up with him, and she, is really worried about him. And she goes over to him and hugs him and says, "Oh my God, I was so worried when I heard that this happened. Are you okay?" He says, "Yeah, I'm fine." And she says, "Well, what was it like? That must have been really scary. Are you sure you're okay?" And our protagonist says, when I heard those gunshots, the scariest thing was the idea that I could have died, and the last thing you would have remembered of me was that stupid argument that we had. I realize now that life is short, and I want you to be a part of my life. I want us to spend our life together. I've been taking you for granted, and I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be that guy. Or something like that. That's pretty fucking stupid. But, whatever. You get the idea. It's a story. And at the end, it's not about the bank robbery. The story is the effect that it had on this guy and what that meant to him. So if it had been a movie, the action scene wouldn't really matter. Someone might criticize that. But if you leave the theater feeling some sort of emotional connection with this protagonist, it's going to be a good movie.